Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I'm making this video to show you the journal I made for the May Mystery Mayhem Junk Journal Challenge hosted by Dear Julie for the month of May. This is my journal, and before I get started, I want to let you know I've done lots of collaging in this journal, and I've used lots of digital collage pages. I did a lot of mixing and matching, so I won't necessarily be able to point out whose digital is where, but I used digitals from Dear Julie, AOZA, Roxy Creations, Texas Freckles, and Gail Augustinelli at Cinnamon Tea, all on Etsy, and I will have links below to each of those Etsy stores. All right, so this is my journal. It's about 5.5 wide by 8.25 tall. It's a soft covered journal. Got tassel here that I made using embroidery thread, and I put several little bead dangles on it. Fabric covered spine with some lace. And then for my fancy closure, I used some sari silk, and at the end of it made several little bead and charm dangles to go on it. Just made a simple wraparound. The original closure I was going to use, I wasn't able to make work on this soft cover. All right, so there's my cover. Here I've got a front pocket. Lace on my edge here. Got these little tags to help me remember some of my elements. Here I've got a pair of pockets with some stamping. I used a napkin for the background on this one, and a couple of journaling cards with fussy cut images. Here I've got a book paper pocket with a paper ribbon ruffle, a fussy cut image, and a postage stamp, and then I just put some lined paper inside. Here I've got a little paper clip bead dangle, and I made a little flip out area with some journaling space. And here I've got a belly band that I used fabric on, and I made a little, basically a stop spot to help keep things from sliding through on the belly band. And I used some messy thread there, put a flower here, and fussy cut flower images there. I have metal written on this, but I don't know why. Okay, here, although I do have metal on my bead dangle, maybe that's why I had the metal there. I'm not sure. Anyway, here I've got a layered collage that's a tuck spot, and I've got this tag that has napkin or tissue on it, and lined journal space, and some paper flowers. Then over here, I've got a guest check with some fabric sewn at the top. Made a little tuck spot here with a little music sheet and a ticket. Here is some handmade washi. All of the washi I made for this journal, I made with fabric. So I've got some of that there. And I've got some stamping here with some lined journal space. Over here I've got a top tuck with a paper ribbon ruffle that has some bling added to it, some messy thread, and then again, just my journal was getting really chunky, so I had to replace some of my thicker tags and journaling cards with just some paper to show where the tuck spots and pockets were. And then I added a little more of the handmade washi tape here. Here we have a doily that's on an envelope, lined journaling space, fussy cut image from a tissue that I put on the doily. Got some stamping here and more lined journaling space. Then here I made a long banner tag, used some bus tickets for a receipt or ticket. It's got some lace back here. I've got metal here as a safety pin. And I made a use of fabric ruffle here. And then on the back of this, I forgot to attach anything to it, but I actually put paper clips on the back so things could be tucked behind. Like so. All right. Here is my junk mail item. This is a envelope with the window in it. And inside I made a journaling card on which I used this fussy cut image. Actually, I fussy tore it. And lined journaling space. Here I've got a playing card with a fussy cut butterfly on it, and I put a little piece of doily on here, and that's a tuck space. Here I put a fussy cut image and a postage stamp, and I did some stamping on the collage paper and a little bit of bling at the top and bottom. Here we've got a pull tab pocket with a fussy cut image from a napkin that I used here. More of that napkin here. That part of it was torn, but I fussy cut that out. Journaling card with a fabric top and lined journaling space. And then on this edge, I've got some more of that handmade washi. Here's the center of my signature and the dangles that I made for the signature dangle. Here I have a lace pocket, lined journal space. It's hard to see because it's coffee dyed, but there are lines there. Actually, there are, it's graph paper. Handmade washi on this edge, and stamping on the tag, which I also made into a pocket, and put a couple of items in there, and fabric at the top. Here I've got a doily with sort of fussy cut napkin there, some fabric washi tape, and then this is fabric that I used for the background, and here I've got some messy thread with a little flower on top. This is the other side of the junk mail envelope, and I just turned it into a little side pocket. Here I've got a flat paper clip with some messy thread and bling. Got a guest check that I turned into a flip with some paper flowers, doily, fussy cut image, some fabric washi holding it down, and a postage stamp. Got that little flip. Here I've got a pair of pockets. Actually, it's 3 pockets. Handmade washi on the edge. Stenciled the back of the page. And added bling that you can see there onto the pockets themselves. This item was from one of the mini challenges, and I used a big sales ticket with fussy cut image of a bird, some messy thread, flowers, handmade washi tape. This washi tape, I said I'd made them all out of fabric, but I'd forgotten about this that I made out of some music paper. And flip it over, and on the back of the ticket made a little pocket here, and I just put in a copy dyed guest check. And here we have another pull tab pocket with, I used a napkin here to put that on. Have some bling here. Fussy cut image here, and some line journaling space on the back. On this side, I made a layered collage using some digital seed packets, paper ribbon ruffle, and right here we have a little bead dangle and some handmade washi. And I've got that, the bead dangle I've got on metal chain with a metal bulb pin. Here we have another layered collage, a tuck spot with a postage stamp. Got some messy thread here and napkin or tissue that I used back here as on the pocket of the layered collage. Here I have another book paper pocket with a tag in it that I used napkin or tissue, fabric at the bottom and fabric at the top, and some lined journaling space. Here I've got a book paper pocket that also has a layered collage, paper flowers, some messy thread, and it's got a little pocket there as well, and a spot for some writing paper. And then in the back I've got another pocket. That's it. We were required to use 25 of the 31 items, and I was certain. It seemed like this went by awfully quick, but when I wrote everything down, I had used all 31. And some of them used multiple times. So anyway, that's my journal, and this was a lot of fun, and I look forward to the next challenge. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.